So I've had this idea bouncing around my head the past couple of days, and it's the idea of self-reliance. Specifically as a man, though. I feel like as a man, there's a certain expectation that you have to provide in some way. You have to serve others, you have to be there for your family as a breadwinner if you have one. And of course that's important. You know, you should want to do that if you can. But I know for myself that that idea can lead to a mentality of, I can do it myself. I don't want anyone's help. If I ask for help, then I'll be seen as weak. Just let me figure it out. And of course, there are times when that is true. You shouldn't have people do things for you all the time. Sometimes learning by yourself is good. But there are certainly other instances where you are not the smartest person in the room, and it would be in your best interest and other people's best interest if you just, kind of swallow your pride and learn. And no better has this idea manifested for me, at least recently, than when I launched my Minecraft server. So a couple of weeks ago, I started a server for my community, just a simple Minecraft world where we can all hang out. And I had absolutely no idea what I was getting myself into. I had a small server in the past for just a few friends, but I had no idea how to handle hundreds of people, and I was in over my head. So when I launched, I had no moderators. I had no idea how to manage a Discord, because I also launched a Discord, and I got slammed. The first few hours were definitely chaotic. I mean, the server itself was running like garbage, and everyone was lagging, and it was a mess, I'll admit it. But as the fog lifted, I had some people reach out to me, and they said, "You look like you could use a hand," which definitely is true. And I won't say their names in case they don't want to be on the internet forever, but man, I gotta give it to my mods, man. They know so much more than I do about the technical side of Minecraft, how to optimize a server, ways to improve the Discord community, everything. And I will fully admit that I was the dumbest person in the room when it came to any of that kind of stuff. I knew nothing, but like I said, swallow your pride. And I guess I didn't have much pride because I didn't know much about in this field of expertise, and I bet you probably have something like that too. Maybe not a server, but there are times where, I don't know, maybe your dad showed you how to change a tire because, you ran over a nail with your car or something. I don't know. But you just got to take a step back and say, you know what? He knows a lot more than I do about this. Let me just learn, instead of being like, I'll figure it out myself. Because, look, man, if you try to change a tire by yourself the first time, you're probably going to screw it up. Look, maybe you want to start working out, I know that's a very common goal for a lot of people. But that, trust me, that is definitely something that you got to learn how to do through other people's guidance and not by yourself. But actually, when it comes to working out, I've got a perfect example from my life. I've actually mentioned this before in a previous video, but I'll go into more detail here. I met this guy the summer before my freshman year of college. Let's just call him Steve for the sake of anonymity. And Steve was several years older than me, but he knew a lot about working out, infinitely more than I did. I knew nothing. And he was super knowledgeable, super friendly. And for some reason I was weirdly reluctant to working out with him, but my mom made me do it anyways, and which, hey, listen to your mom, fellas, if you see my video on that. But yeah, I started working out with him basically every day for a few months. We would go through full workouts, a bunch of different exercises. He taught me correct form, like, keep your elbows tucked during bench press. If you don't know that, do that so you don't hurt your shoulders. But that way I didn't get injured, because when it comes to something like exercise, you really got to be ready to learn and take the L if you've been doing an exercise wrong or something, because if you don't, then you might hurt yourself. The funny thing is, Steve actually became a personal trainer, so hey, you got that information for free. But look, that's another example of when it is 100% in your best interest to say, I don't know what I'm doing, please teach me. Just think about it, man. If you've got other people around you that know more than you do, then you don't have to make the same mistakes that they did. But, food for thought. So, one last thing. I discovered this quote recently. I like it a lot, and I think it's pretty applicable here, so I'll leave you with it. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So, hope you found that helpful. All right, guys. I'll catch you later.